Even though there are all kinds of camera brands out there thanks to the availability of mirrorless cameras, Canon is still one of the best camera brands out there. And if you use your Canon camera for taking portrait shots of your family or professionally, then you will need to use a lens accordingly as well. In this video we're checking out the top 5 best Canon lenses for portraits. For you right now available on the market. I tried to make the list based on their popularity, quality, price, durability, user opinions and more. If you need more information about these products, please check the link in the description section below. And make sure you subscribe to more videos. Okay, so let's get started with the video. Starting at number 5, Lightdow 85mm f1.8 lenses for portraits. The Lightdow 85mm f1.8 Canon lens for portrait is one of the cheapest options given here, which makes it an ideal pick for those with budget restrictions. Despite being a highly affordable lens for portraits, it still works with Canon full-frame sensor cameras. More importantly, you get a focal length of 85mm with this lens, which is considered to be the best for portrait photos. Not only that, but you also get an aperture of f1.8 with this lens for amazing bokeh and low light performance at all times. Considering that it is an entry-level lens for Canon cameras, its given filter thread size of 72mm is to be expected, especially at the given focal length. Similarly, its minimum focus distance of 1.0 meters is also a bit on the higher side. But the biggest issue with this lens is that in order to keep its price tag low, it does not support autofocus function. At number 4, Mica 85mm f1.8 lenses for portraits. The Mica 85 f1.8 Canon lens for portrait is the best budget-friendly option present in this list if you want something built specifically for portrait photography. Unlike what you would expect from such an affordable lens, it is made for Canon's full-frame cameras. As for its portrait photography capabilities, this Mica lens offers great results thanks to its given focal length of 85mm. Not only that, but you also get a fast aperture of f1.8 with this camera lens. Considering the given size and the price tag of this camera lens, you also get a decent front filter thread of 67mm with it. Another great thing about this Mica lens is that it features a minimum focus distance of 0.85 meters, which is on par with other 85mm lenses out there. And while it may not be as good as Canon's own prime lenses, this budget-friendly portrait lens does offer autofocus capabilities. At number 3, Canon EF 50mm f1.8 lenses for portraits. The Canon EF 50mm f1.8 STM Canon lens for portrait is the best value for money option present in this list, as you not only get a high-quality lens, but it even comes with all sorts of accessories. Taking a closer look at the lens itself, it is made for full-frame sensor cameras despite its entry-level price tag. Because this uses a highly versatile focal length of 50mm, this lens is also known as the Nifty 50, as this can be a great entry-level prime lens for most. Even though it is not the best, the given aperture of f1.8 is certainly much higher than other budget options out there. When compared to its more premium alternative, this 50mm Canon lens features an even smaller filter thread of 49mm. Not only, but you also get a minimum focus distance of 0.35 meters with it, which is the best in its class. That being said, despite offering autofocus functionality, it is certainly not as good as the more expensive Canon prime lenses. At number 2, Canon EF 85mm f1.8 lenses for portraits. This Canon EF 85mm f1.8 USM Canon lens for portrait is present in the third position in this article because it is the best performing option given in this list. Starting with its compatibility, this Canon lens is made for its full-frame camera. As for the key feature of this lens, it uses a focal length of 85mm, which is perfect for portrait photos if you want a natural look. More importantly, you also get an aperture of f1.8, which is not only great for low-light photography, but also results in best-class bokeh performance. While this lens might be slightly big in size, it still manages to include a filter thread of 58 mm, which is on par with most other Canon lens offerings. Unfortunately, because of the given focal length, you only get a minimum focusing distance of 0.85 meters, which is certainly higher than others. Thankfully, the autofocus performance of this lens still makes it the best pick for portrait photography in case you want the best quality pictures. Finally, at number 1, Canon EFS 24mm f. 2.8 lenses for portraits. Canon's EFS 24mm f. 2.8 STM Canon lens for portrait is present in the second position in this listicle, as it is the most compact option given here thanks to its pancake lens design. Because this is a EFS lens, it is made for Canon APS-C crop sensor cameras. As for its focal length, it is a 24mm lens, which results in a full-frame equivalent focal length of 38.4 mm. And considering the size of this lens, its given aperture of f/2.8 is also quite decent. Moving over to other features of this lens, it supports a filter thread of 52 mm, which is one of the smallest out there. And a great thing about this lens is that it has a superb minimum focusing distance of 0.16 meters for great macro shots along with portrait shots. And despite its highly compact form factor, Canon has still included autofocus compatibility with it. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to leave a like, comment and subscribe to my channel for more videos. If you have any questions related to these products, you can leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.